Welcome back. It's me again. I'm going to talk about Daryl Dixon, Season 1, Episode 4. It's on AMC Plus, and it does not have audio description. And why did I bring that up? Because I'm a blind film critic. I wasn't always blind, and I've loved The Walking Dead as long as I've loved The Walking Dead, as long as humanly possible to love The Walking Dead. But the funny thing about The Walking Dead is it doesn't love you back when you go blind. So I keep talking about it, hoping that AMC will realize how inaccessible their series are and put audio description on them. But it's not working. But I'm going to keep doing it. Anyway, Daryl Dixon. Here's what I got out of episode 4. So, a lot of French dialogue. Just probably the most so far. I felt like it was in French. Daryl found a guy and tortured him because they needed to find the kid. The kid went missing. I don't know how or why or where he went, but at some point they lost the kid. So he finds this guy who speaks like a little bit of English, but chooses to speak all of French because, fuck me, right? And he does this like story with like a pig, and it's very reminiscent of Negan's little piggy thing that he was doing in one of the other original series. But it's Daryl's own thing, and he's finding a way of getting the answers out of this guy, and he's doing what Daryl does. It feels a little bit extreme for Daryl, to be a little honest. Felt like it was a bit much for Daryl, but I don't really know what this guy did to piss Daryl off. Maybe he did some shit and I just didn't see it, or didn't have it audio described, or he did all in French. All of those things, or some of those things, are entirely possible. The kid actually ended up back with his father, who I think lives in the catacombs of Paris. I don't know. I didn't really quite follow that scene in the last thing. It felt like they were entering a club that was in the catacombs. Maybe that's not what happened, but that's totally what I felt like. Because that guy was like, yes, we can go through the catacombs. And then they were in the club. So I really have nothing else. This is why I need audio description. So I think the club is in the catacombs. And the kid's back there, and he knows it's his dad, and his dad is like, well, I saved your life at the tower. And I was like, the tower, huh? I don't know where that was or what that happened there, but cool. Thanks for the update. And the kid's like, is my aunt gonna be here at some point? He's like, yeah. What about Daryl? Dead silence. No word on Daryl. He's not. Daryl's probably not going to come live with you guys. I'm just going to be honest. Yeah, so that's basically what I got out of this episode. A lot of the rest of it is just in French. It's just a lot of French. And there was one scene where a French guy says something, and then Daryl says to his, to the aunt, to the nun, what did he say? And she says, nothing worth translating. And I was like, fuck you. I just got like irrationally angry, because I was like, you don't realize I can't see the subtitles, so like everything is worth translating, because any dialogue that I can pick up in this series is one less line where I'm just like, what did he just say? Why? What did he say? I have no idea. This is maddening. I can't wait for Carol to show up. It's possible she did show up. Maybe she's walking around in the background silent. But I know Melissa McBride rejoined the series at some point. Maybe it's for the second season. I don't know. But supposedly she's supposed to be coming back into Daryl Dixon after she dropped out of Daryl Dixon. And I'm super intrigued as to how she's just going to pop up in France and be like, what's up, Daryl? I found you in another country. In another city, in another country. I'm that good. I am a former housewife with a very particular set of skills that I've acquired over a long period of time. Yeah, so of course this is unwatchable. I barely got anything out of this episode. Head trauma from bashing my head into a wall, I guess, is what I got out of this. Audio description, please, AMC, put audio description on the damn Walking Dead franchise. Now they're trying to get more subscribers by having an ad-supported tier. Look, when you boost your subscribers and you don't have accessibility, fucking Tubi has more audio description than you. So, like, let's get with the program, okay? Let's make it happen. That's it. Those are my thoughts. Sadly, Daryl Dixon, Season 1, Episode 4, is also unwatchable, just like the 3 previous episodes, because there's just too much that I cannot follow or understand in this series. Anyway, thanks for following me on this and giving me a view and a like or whatever, so that way maybe one day somebody from AMC Plus, whose job it is to check the socials, will notice what I'm talking about and have a thought as to maybe we should provide accessibility for blind and visually impaired viewers who might like our shows. Because I'd like to watch some more of them too, like Interview with a Vampire. I'm super interested in that. It doesn't have audio description. So, that's it. I do have a website, MacMovieGuy.com. You can follow me on the other socials at MacMovieGuy. And I will be back next week with more Daryl Dixon, and probably it'll be unwatchable. I'm hoping one day it'll just be entirely in English, and at least I have a shot of grading the episode. But until then, I'll see you guys on the other side.